Hey guys, this is Derek Duplessis, host of Purpose Rockstar. It's a podcast where we interview people who found purpose in their career in all kinds of fields. Today's interview is with Jesse Kornbluth, the guy in charge at headbutler.com. Jesse's a character, I'm telling you. When you listen to this interview, you know what I'm talking about. He's a guy that told me famously, Derek, I made $150,000 a year writing 5 articles for Vanity Fair, '93. And he actually told me about why he left that job. It's an unbelievable story that includes none other than Michael Jordan. Jesse's been at Vanity Fair, he was at AOL, and he's been rolling with the punches for a very long time. I know you'll enjoy this.
Welcome to the Purpose Rockstar Podcast, inspiring stories of people who found purpose in their careers 5 days a week. Unleash your inner rock star and tap into your highest purpose with your host, Derek Duplessis.
Welcome to the Purpose Rockstar Podcast. I'm your host, Derek Duplessis, Executive Director of the Duplessis Foundation. We're helping inner city entrepreneurs to pursue their purpose by training them to run a successful business. This show is an extension of our mission to help you and people all over the world find purpose in their work. Let me tell you a little bit about today's guest. Today we chronicle the life and times of Jesse Kornbluth, the head butler. Jesse's a writer, critic, and author. He's written for Vanity Fair, Reader's Digest, The New Yorker, and many other publications. At headbutler.com, he's a personal concierge for your head. Jesse's seen a lot and done a lot. We go through his career, including the ups and the downs. Enjoy. Well, Jesse, you sort of took us through a nadir. Take us through the aha moment for you and how the headbutler.com came to be. What was the thing that said, yeah, I'm going to make this happen?
2 things. One, when I was at Milton Academy, we had to write a daily theme. I like writing a daily theme. I think it's really good for people to write for a certain number of minutes every day and to write, in a form. Secondly, this will sound just so stupid, but I was very taken by a Renaissance scholar named Pico della Mirandola, who in the 1600s said he was going to write about all human knowledge in 900 essays. And I thought, that is cool. And I thought, I'll write 900 reviews of my favorite things, and then I'll stop. And that'll be Head Butler. And I didn't. I'm now on almost 2,000. But I had this, this idea that you could contain it. There was only a limited amount of good stuff. It turns out there's much more good stuff than anybody can cover. But that was the aha moment, which was me alone in a room trying to prove something.
Now let's talk about Head Butler now. What do you feel is your biggest challenge now? Now that you've sort of been established, you've been doing this a long time. You've done over 1,000 reviews, and you've done many. I don't know how many years it's been.
A decade.
What's your biggest challenge now?
Well, look, if Butler were my main activity, my family would live in the park. In a tent.
Yeah.
And we'd be digging a latrine or something, and we'd be cooking with sterno. Head Butler, I once asked John Cheever, the famous writer, what does the Pulitzer Prize mean to you? And he said, nothing. What it means is what it means to other people. It turns me into shredded wheat. That's what Head Butler is. It turns me into a brand who says, oh, yeah, it's Head Butler. Like, that is something. And it is something, in fact. People in the music business really like to be interviewed by me because I never ask questions about music. And I get invited to stuff, and in publishing, it's sort of like, okay, I can start to make a book. I I could move something from 1 million on Amazon to 150 for that 20-second burst. And that's important because I actually read the stuff. I actually listen to the stuff. I actually see the movies. Not everybody does all that. So my challenge now with Butler, which is A, to be more efficient about it because I have lots of other things that I'm doing, and 2, how do you market something when you basically hate marketing?
Okay, that would be a problem.
I mean, people say, oh, it'll go viral. Really? How will it go viral? Things don't go viral. They're made to go viral. And this, in fact, I think is a fairly limited audience. I mean, I could have a much bigger audience. But in the end, it's a finite audience because how many people really care about good stuff? This is a country that is sitting at its flat screen, stupefied. I mean, the world will end and they'll be sitting watching it on the flat screen instead of saving their lives. And it's a sad thing, but, maybe it was always the case. It's bread and circuses, always was. But this is a lot of bread. It's a very big circus. And it kind of anesthetizes a great many people. I mean, Dancing with the Stars, all those shows I've never seen, shows if they were on fire, I wouldn't urinate on them. But okay, I mean, that's what happens. Culture gets dumbed down because when money gets involved. For me, the money is so small that I still have my integrity. No one is offered to pay me to do anything I don't want to do. If I write about a friend, I say it's a friend. Everything's disclosed. I couldn't be more transparent if I were naked. So, the challenge for Butler is, can I get this thing to more people who want it? Not that I want them to have it, but to people who would benefit from it in a way that doesn't, A, take a lot of time, take a lot of money, and B, doesn't sort of compromise. So here's what I'm doing. Making the Head Butler mug, right, which is available, right? That'll be soon. I've just done a book called headbutler.com, The 100 Essentials. A 80,000 word book, I can't believe, of the 100 greatest hits. And that'll be out next month as a paperback and as a Kindle. And let's see, then we just started an art project, our first Head Butler art project, which is a button that you can buy. And it's just a white button with a guillotine on it. As my wife says, a friendly reminder to the 1%. But no, it's all a happy accident at this point. 2 years ago, God told me, leave as much of the internet as you can as quickly as you can. And I know why God told me that. Because it's very hard for someone who makes content to find a dollar. So I have done that. And so instead of saying, oh, we'll build Head Butler, I'm saying, no, we'll build the Jesse Kornbluth brand, and Head Butler, like a good little puppy, will follow along behind. And that is my new theory.
There's more to that interview? Yeah, more. And you can find all of it at purposerockstar.com. Link is right there. Yeah, right there. Yeah, right there. So it's really, really awesome that you can go to purposerockstar.com. If you're one of those on-the-go Apple people, you can check it out on iTunes. There's the link. And for my non-Apple people, I'm going to make sure there's a link on Stitcher somewhere next to me. So you got iTunes, Stitcher, and purposerockstar.com. Tell your friends, tell your family. We're on Twitter and Facebook, and somehow we'll be on LinkedIn. I don't know. But at least we'll be on Twitter and Facebook. And one final favor. Pursue your purpose. It needs you.